Hello everybody and welcome, it is I, or Expert. Welcome to the channel. And today, we got ourselves another guy. We're going to be talking about the new Transcendent Ban, Helping Hands. Okay, let's get the big elephant out of the room, right? People have been calling him Gojo Ban. Y'all gotta be like the most brain-lit people I've ever heard in my life to think this is quote-unquote Gojo Ban. That is such a stretch, it's not even funny. If you know ball, if you really knew ball, you would know this has nothing to do with Gojo. The outfit is very much monk-like. Even his base SSR outfit is a monk-like outfit. I'm pretty sure it's called, like, what is it called? Okay, it's just called Helpful. But let's be real. This is a casual monk outfit. And this one's like more of the higher up kind of thing. But it's not, right? If you know anything about anything, you only connected the Gojo thing through his glasses. Like, you have no instance of a imaginary brain of all time. So yeah, we starting off this video with dissing. I ain't gonna lie, because y'all call this nigga Gojo Ban like this nigga is Gojo or some shit. No, this is Buddha Ban. This is straight up Buddha energy. If you watch words, right? Because now I'm getting a little upset. If you watch Record of Ragnarok, bro, this nigga has Buddha energy. This artwork is straight up Buddha energy. If y'all think this is Gojo energy, y'all are low key, low key kinda on something. This is Buddha Ban, straight up. It even has like the Cloud Walker stuff on his legs, the nice blonde or gold to represent Buddha. When does Gojo ever rock gold? Anyways, that's besides the point. We're here for the real meat and potatoes. Transcendent Ban, the blue one, and his guide. So, first off, let's start by saying, is he worth summoning? I'm going to say yes, but it's gonna have a little asterisk on it, right? The yes comes from two different places. If A, you are a PvP demon and you just love playing PvP, then he is 100% worth it because Ban is running the PvP right now. He is the meta. If you don't have him on your Escanor Merlin team, you just lose. If you don't have him on a human team, you still just lose. Like in the last video, I went against a Ban, Sung Jinwoo, and Darkness, and Escanor and Merlin could do literally no damage. So Ban is the #1 character in PvP right now. No ifs, ands, or buts. He just is. So if you're a PvP merchant, yes, he is 100% worth summoning. If you are a PvE player, however, it's a little bit of a different story because yes, he does work in a lot of PvE content because his passive is really good because it's not scaled. It does work in all content, which means you can extort people. Like, and I mean everyone. You can extort every demonic beast. You can extort every event boss. He works in all content. But the extort only lasts for one turn because it's only the first turn that you're extorting. But that first turn, you do a massive amount of damage. So like things in like Ratatoskr, which I will be making a video on eventually, it's just kind of hard with RNG. But he can no diff floor 1 and 2 for Ratatoskr if you do not have LR Liz. He can replace LR Liz and you can do floors 1 and 2. Floor 3 is a little bit harder. I'm still working on it with my team. And I'll show you here right in a second, right? That I've been just pushing it. I don't think I've done it this week, so I might not have the clears. Oh yes, I did. So I'm on floor 3. I did this. This is my team for Ratatoskr with Ban. Now, granted, you can always put Ban in the main DPS slot because he just does so much damage, and then put LR Liz there. You should have a decent time running it. But I just been using Ban because it's just fun. He has a 90% damage reduction to the point where you don't need a healer outside of Jormungandr. She's the weak link in the team. Like, she's the very weak link. And then if you look at my stats, right, I gave Valenti attack crit resistance because I want to make Valenti the main target for Ratatoskr instead of Jormungandr, because if you give her HP crit resistance or crit defense, she will, or they will always target Jorm, and then she just dies too early. But that's besides the point. Point is, right, PvE, he is a must character. He just is. He makes everyone broken, and he is the best character in the game right now. And then in PvE, it's a 50-50. If you don't have certain characters, he can work. So I'm gonna give you a definitive answer, right? Should you summon? I'm gonna say yes. He's just a good character. You should 100% summon for this Ban. He is literally just a well-rounded good character. And I almost have 100k CC with him by himself. It's nasty work. But yeah, that's his whole thing. Now let's work about the gears and stuff like that. How you want to gear him, it again varies. In PvP, you're gonna run HP defense. You just are. And even in a PvE, oh geez, let me just reset that. I don't even remember what I just said. I'm talking too fast for my own good. So PvP, he is an HP defense, obviously, because that's just how PvP works. If you're not HP defense, you're not right. And then in PvE, you can do attack crit, but realistically, you're probably going to make him HP defense anyway, because most people have light bond, and most people made light bond attack crit. If you made light bond HP defense, then sure, you can make this other bond attack crit, but let's just base it off of whatever your other bond is. And yes, I know all the bonds in the game share the same gear, even the OG day one bonds, they all share the same gear, but it's specifically light bond. I don't know why. That's how I figured out his gear, since that is the secondary version of this character. So since my light bond is attack crit, I just gave him HP, and if it was HP defense, I give him attack crit, and vice versa. You can rotate it. But I would recommend HP defense gear on him, because it's just what he does. He doesn't need damage. He has a lot of weak point damage. He has HP lowering, so his damage is really carried by how his cards operate, and not really his numbers. But the numbers is what makes his cards good, right? And it really comes down to his Holy Relic as well, right? His Holy Relic is really good for the kit itself. Like, yeah, he's not a debuffer like Light Bond, but he is still a really good character to run with his Holy Relic. So I would recommend building it for him, like 100%, if you can. Or if you're planning on building Bond, you pretty much need his Holy Relic. It's a really good skill to have, or a really good add-on to his kit. That's pretty much all there is to him, in a sense. Like, he does work everywhere with niche stuff, but he's not that complicated to use. He's very straightforward. You just need to attack with him, and he does his job. And if you're running, you know, humans, fairies, or sins, everyone has 90% damage reduction. So you're not going to be taking damage for a hot while. So, like, realistically, you should cruise through a lot of content in the game. Like, honestly, even if you're not pushing him for PvP, he is a really good PvE unit because of his Extort, his greed buff that he has. So, like, Demon King can get one-shotted, all the demonic beasts can get one-shotted on the first turn, and then even the event bosses. I use him a lot in event bosses because his permanent Extort, it works on everybody. No one's immune to it. So you genuinely can one-shot any boss, like, that has a one turn. Obviously, you can't one-shot the entire thing, but the first turn, you can just kill anything in one go. All you have to do is have him on a team, and then Escanor Merlin can just one-tap him, or Bond can even one. Like, it's really up to how you want to play. But, like, for example, my event team right now, this is the team I used to clear Chaos Battle. Not Chaos Battle. What's it called? Kath Pulak's event battle. I just ran them and put it on auto, and it just killed. Like, it literally just one-tapped him. There was nothing to worry about. So, like, genuinely, he is a good unit, and I think he is worth summoning for. But then you gotta think about the context of who's around him. We're getting Mono next, and I already can tell. Mono is going to be a terrible unit. Most people should really skip. The only thing I can think of for people to summon on Mono is if she's like Gooner bait or something, because there is no chance in hell that a Catastrophe character is gonna last longer than the week they came out. Not even then, because most of the Catastrophe characters don't even last the week they came out. They just suck on release, because Catastrophe is a horrible, and I mean horrible, team comp. There's not a single good team comp for Catastrophe. Like, not even LR Lilia. Like, they suck. They've always sucked. And it just is what it is. Unless Mono can do something heinous to bring back that team, you're not summoning on her. So realistically, you could summon on Bond, skip Mono, and then summon on a collab. And I think you'll be just fine. And then on top of that, we have LR Gother coming. That's another buff to the Sin team, or unknowns, depending on how they word his passive over. We don't know what he's going to do, or if he's even going to be on a sub-slot, main team, PvE only. We don't know what they're going to do. We have no idea. It's all speculation. But he's going to be a Sin regardless, which means he's going to have that 90% damage reduction that Bond has if you have them on it. And the team's going to be looking like Bond, Escanor Merlin, and Gother. It could. It definitely could. But realistically, it's just going to be the Bond thing. And at this very moment in the game, the Sin character just dropped. The second half of his update is out. He's a good character. I would recommend summoning for sure. But, let's take this a little bit free to play. Let's say you don't have enough gems to summon on him, and you want to just like wait it out, but you really do want him, then by all means, wait for Mono to drop. And then, like, by the time Mono drops, I'm going to be completely honest, those lame ass leakers, they're probably gonna have the collab information by that point that Mono comes out next week. So realistically, we should know exactly what collab it is, because they're weirdos. So there's always a possibility that we will have that information by the time Mono drops. But if not, let's be real. Bond is gonna be better than Mono. You're not summoning on Mono unless she's like your favorite OC or some shit. You're not summoning. So genuinely speaking, Bond is a good summon. He's good on all content. PvP, PvE, Demonic Beast Battle, event bosses. He's good everywhere. And I do recommend summoning for him, especially if you're a new player and you're struggling with like random miscellaneous content. He can carry you. Just him alone with his passive will carry you. And that's really it. I mean, just to end it off with Buddha Ban, right? Because this is not Gojo Ban. You're smoking actual crack if this is Gojo. Anything related to Gojo. Like, he doesn't... I don't know. I don't get how people even came up with that. Y'all smoking straight crack. But, like, brother, let's just go, like, through his outfits. I'm just curious. This is the outfit I'm running with, the glasses. So I'm gonna put that back on. But, like, he got the dread. He got it. But, like, the video's over. That's gonna be this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, Hell Demon. Cool. I wish I could accept, but I'm in the middle of a video. Sucks. But, like, legit, yeah. That's gonna be it. This Bond is really good. There's nothing much to say about him. He's really good. Works on all content. I'm just repeating myself at this point, so we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 4,000 subs. And if you want your account reviewed, make sure to go through the description on this and join the Discord down below. And then if you just want to be somewhere where 7 Deadly Instagram cosplayers meet, we are always in VC vibing out, including myself. I have like the most hours in the VC because we have a lot of fun things going on in our Discord. And I'm slowly updating it as we are going throughout the year. We're going to be putting guides and all that good stuff in there as well. So yeah, that's going to be the thing for Transcendent Ban, Buddha Ban, non-Gojo Ban, and that's going to be a video there. So like, comment, and subscribe, boys. I'll see y'all next time.